Okay. Are you guys here? You guys know where here is? Have you guys found here yet? No light. We're going out on the porch. This is crazy. I took my lampshade off. See if I can get some light. Oh, you know what I did? Let's brighten up my screen a little bit. There's Sunny. Hi. Wait, let me take the mute. Oh, there's no mute. Oh, you know what? Oh, shit. Oh, it's good. How are we doing, folks? Let me know if there's a looking up. I'm doing straight. This is straight webcam right now. I don't know how we're doing. You found me again. I know. I'm just here, there, and everywhere. I was very careful in how I said that, by the way. Are we good on sound? We good on sound? Oh, there's a microphone here. Hold on. Oh, so you guys can hear me then? Yes. Yes, yes. You're so still. Last time, I thought you were frozen. Knox so far. Oh, so far good. Okay. So I'm gonna have a cigarette. I'm looking stressed out because half of me is like I should really go into like at least out on the porch or somewhere because we're seriously like my dining room's wicked dark. And that light for some reason I bought like these daylight light bulbs that I can't even look at because they're blinding. Need one, babe. Sorry. I know. Sorry, guys. I need them. It's been a little stressful. At least now I know I need to get a new encoder for the next live I do. And I promised you all. The hell they did it? Jackson. Baby. Oh, different dog, by the way. This is Jackson, the puppy. That is the one he's the one that supplies the third base when we do the home free videos. Yeah. He's the one that goes through the whole thing. That's the third base for home free. You didn't know that? Oh, there it is. You heard him, right, Susan? He's snoring right now, too. He'll be really loud in a minute because he just fell asleep. But that dog, ever since he was a puppy, he's just so loud. It's okay, baby. Go back to bed. He's so fat. I had to take him to the vet. Was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? You don't hear him, Katie? Oh. It must be, I don't know, but yeah, and some of them can get pretty loud. It depends on the time of day that I do the video. Do you see living in a 100-year-old home, what it's like? 1 minute, no light. The next minute, see? That's my ghost. 1 minute, there's no light. The next minute, it's like, I don't know. The ghost just like, there's like electricity surges. Oh my gosh. Oh, is it Jackson or Jackson? It's Jax, Jaxon, Jax. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's actually technically it's Jackson. All of my dogs are named after presidents, but be different. Why not? Yeah. I have Jackson, Roosevelt. I had Kennedy. He passed away. Yeah. Yep. So, and then I had Parker. I had Minnesota. She was a state, but I didn't name her. I called her Soda for short. And that was Soda as an S-A. I don't even call Soda Soda. So, but yeah, she was named after the state of Minnesota, but I never called her Minnesota. That's a ridiculous name for a dog. So I just called her Soda. And I've had a Tara, Minnesota. I had a Howie, and I love that dog to death. He was like my Jeep dog, you know. No. Parker was prior to. I didn't name Parker. Parker was no. We're going back now into the prior to the presidents. Parker was my PTSD service dog that passed. Yeah. Yeah. And Howie was like my rider. He was my like Howie was like my early 20s kind of ride or die Jeep dog, you know what I mean? The one that goes everywhere with you. And I got him from a kill shelter. He was a pity. I didn't name him either. I don't name dogs Howie. But if he looked like Petey from Little Rascals. He was a cool dog. Dixie Diva and Jeep. Why am I not surprised you have a dog named Jeep, Sonny? Oh, Jazz, not Jeep. Oh, okay. I still wouldn't have been surprised. So the ghost is jealous of today's technology. Um, it's my house actually has an interesting story, but it's only when I'm doing videos and he will dim the lights back and forth. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, but it's only when I do. That's why I ultimately moved to the office, was because when I try to do videos in here, I'll have fantastic light, and then next thing you know, it's like it the light fluctuates back and forth. Like I have got the lampshade off this. I've got all kinds of light over here, all kinds of light on the side here, and it still looks like I'm sitting in the dark. It, yeah, it's crazy. So we're at real time too. Real time, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's real time. Hey, Snowball Games, what's up, dude? You're in England, right? Across the pond. Yep, notice, but don't mind. Yeah. It's so cool to see you. Thank you for coming by, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. You've been busy though. I've seen you posting a lot of crap lately. Get tech. They said it would be fun. He's not here. He left, and he talks to me more on Twitter than here. Generally, we're I'll go over, slap a like on his channel. He'll come over, slap a like on mine, like a message or whatever. Like, thank you, my friend. I think he's from Nigeria. I think so. But he'll actually talk to me more on Twitter, which is strange. Because he's a Facebook guy. Like, all of his videos are about Facebook. I deactivated my Facebook 5 years ago, just about. So, but we don't talk about, I don't do anything with Facebook. As in no lag. Yeah, there's no, oh, you weren't here when I explained it, Rod. The reason why it's working this time is I'm just doing webcam. I'm not running this through nothing. I'm not fucking around. This is just straight you and me, you guys. So there's no lag because there's no encoder, and I will have a new encoder by the time I do another live. Yeah. Nothing much, just chilling, playing soccer games. Oh, just playing some games. Well, that's all you do, dude, is play games. That's what your channel's all about, right? Is games, right? You do FIFA, right? All soccer? Or, I'm sorry, football. But I hate to tell you, it's football season here. So it's soccer. We'll have that debate back and forth for a little while. Saw you live, so I joined in. Awesome. Thank you. I'm so happy to see you, actually. I haven't seen you in a while. So I am really, really happy to see you here. I was explaining to the guys that you're a friend from way back, like back in the days, like when we both had only 30 subscribers. Man, I sat on that 30 subscribers, even knowing they were all just other YouTubers. There were no one else. It was all of us just in that one creator group, right? And we just all sat. We're gonna stick this out together, and we're gonna make it, man. I don't care. And we made it. Well, I mean, we're making it. We're making it. We're gonna do it. Yeah. Rod, how did you just get the notice? Do you not get the notices that I post throughout the week with the polls saying, hey, I want to do a live stream. These are the days. These are the times. Please post. No wonder why only friggin', I don't understand. Only like 25 people or 20 people answered that poll. And there's a lot more than that. You know, I have over 1,000 subscribers now, and you don't understand. What did he say? Oh, he's like, yeah. I think some gave up. I think you're right. I think some did give up. Some didn't hold out. It's only been a year, man. Some did not hold out. Oh, you do get my notifications. Awesome. I do get yours, and I do go by and I hit likes every morning. I hit likes on all my YouTube guys, all my YouTube folks, because I did not unsubscribe from anyone. I'm still subscribed to everybody, even if we don't chat or whatever. Those still original 30 people. I never ever get rid of them, and I still run by every morning if they posted something new, and I'm like. Yeah. So it's awesome. Just been busy, you know. Of course, we're life. We have real life shit, right? Plus, now that we all have real channels, we have stuff we have to do. I didn't see it until I pulled up your channel to see if my October. Oh, hon, it was that really? Because I had set it to go out publicly, so it should have been on your homepage when you opened your homepage. It wasn't on any of your guys' homepages? The polls, the 2 polls I set out, plus the announcement for the live? None of it? Same here. I guess I'm an OG. Sorry. Sonny, because I know you, you calling yourself an OG just cracks me the fuck up. I'm sorry. It was on yours. Okay, Susan. All right, cool. I'm always on the mobile app. That's why. Okay, if you use a computer, I guarantee that it probably was on your homepage when you opened it up. Still supporting the old gang. Yeah. Look, you know as well as I do, dude. If you have to have your own little community that you can fall back on, right? You got to, because you never know. Hey, what's up? I don't know who you are, but just fair warning, the woman above you with the wrench will beat you with it if you're here to troll. If you're not, please enjoy. Oh, by the way, As per request. Hold on. Oh, go ahead. Amongst yourselves. Oh, you're usually on your mobile app. And you got it. Okay. Can you guys hear that? I mean, react to bear, stand tall, please. Oh, react to bear, stand tall, please. Okay. After I get done with this one has been out. Gotta do Zeppelin first, then we'll do that. Oh, was my remote? No, I didn't want to sit there and go, Alexa. I just wanted to do it by hand. Usually I just talk to shit. It's distorted? It's distorted? Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess we'll be doing it this way. If I get blocked, it's your fault. I'm just kidding. Just fucking with you. Oh, goodness. I didn't want to wear headphones and talk to you people tonight, but I guess we're doing it this way. It's hot in here. Why is it so freaking hot in here? Can you hear me? 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 Blocked? Nah. Cashmere, are you fucking kidding me? You know how many times I've actually tried to actually do too much light? Too much light? Susan? Seriously, woman. Oh my gosh. You guys are killing me. Hold on. Stand by. Talk amongst yourselves. No. Oh. That's my reaction to Cashmere that got blocked. Wait a minute. No, I can't do that one. What is going on here? Is that better? Is that better? Yes, no. Oh. What did she say? Wait a minute, hold on. Too much light. Oh, wait, who's there? What? Black Knot. It's playing in the background. Oh. Well, it's not. It's not playing in the background because it's actually really loud. Hold on. Okay, what's going on now? English, please. You don't understand. Understand what? It's playing in the background. Too much light. What? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, not unknown. You don't understand. Okay, English isn't your first language. It's not Sunny's either, so don't feel bad. Sorry, Sunny. English isn't Sunny's first language either. She's from, where the hell are you from, Sunny? You're from the Carolinas. Georgia? No, Florida. She's from Florida. You sound okay, but the music was distorted. I know, that's why I switched to YouTube. Can you hear it now, Susan? Oh my God, you guys can't hear the cashmere? It's Sunny. I have the music going. You guys can't hear it now? Now, damn it, Carolina isn't Georgia or Florida. Rod, they're all in the fucking Bible Belt as far as I'm concerned, and they're all humid as fuck, and they're all southern as fuck, and they're all not. I have no bad things to say about any of them, but to sit there and say that they don't have anything in common, that's a little crazy because they have a. Okay, you can't hear it at all. Katie, you're still here, honey. Okay, well then let me shut it off because I'm the only one enjoying it. And all right, hold on. It's gonna have to be the TV or bus, folks. And I don't know why you're getting the distortion. Maybe just because I had volume on low and where are we? We're here. Oh, this is us, right? Is this us? This is us? Yes. Okay. Dude. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't sound distorted. Whoa, 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 whoa. How about this? Better? It's supposed to have distortion, so it'll sound better. You and Doris used to rock this back in the 5. Funky Mario. I knew you weren't a stiff shirt, Rod. I knew it. Oh, wait. Oh, that was not unknown. Me and Doris used to rock this back in the M5. What? I thought Not Unknown didn't understand English. Or was that someone else? Oh, a better tune. Thanks. Not unknown. Okay, what else we got? Oh, I can't tell. It's music. Oh, I can tell it's music. Oh, gotcha. Snowball games. See, I knew you'd like that. This is your kind of jam, right? You don't like the hip hop. When I do the hip hop, you're like, ugh. But when I do rock, you're okay. I know. You used to listen to this on the wing. Me. Are you English, dude? Snowball, is this dude English or is he Irish or what the fuck is he? Help me out, man. Oh my God, Roger Daltrey having an orgasm on stage. I live for that. Oh, you're from Spain. Well, hola. That's, I don't know. Don't start speaking to me in Spanish because I only have high school Spanish. Yeah, man. Deep in America. You're from Spain, deep in America. Rod got it too. Oh, you're from Nigeria. Okay. I was like, where the fuck is this dude from, man? He's not from here, but I don't know where the fuck he's from. He's yeah, I got you, dude. I don't care where you're fucking from. I really don't give a shit. Just as long as your trolling is playful, that's fine. You start being a pain in the ass, though, and I'll throw your ass out. I don't fuck around. You can ask everybody else in there. What's the next song? I'm not seeing another song up here, guys. I don't hate on anyone. It's all love, brother. Oh, Bear, stand tall. Bear, stand. Is it Bear? Like. He's from Earth, man. Hey. I don't give a shit if he's from Mars, as long as he's. Oh, okay. Spell it right. What the hell? It's like someone asked for cake today. I was like, cake? Just like you did. And I was like, what the hell? And then they actually said cake, and I'm like, oh yeah, I listen to Cake all the time. Yeah, but you just said you didn't know who they were. I said, well, you just said it like it was a fucking bakery recipe. How was I supposed to know it? Bear. I doubt it. What? God damn it. You're fired, yo? No. No. No, I'm not. I'm retired, bro. I'm retired. I'm not fired. You don't fire me. You don't fire me. I fire you. Sonny, did you see that reaction I did to Dustin, what's his name's thing to Wild Bill? Have you watched that? Honey, you got to watch that. Okay, hold on. Because it's about to do good times. Oh, you know what I mean. Oh, no, it's rambling on. Hold on. Okay, we're doing. I gotta ask Alexa very nicely. Alexa, please play Bear Stand Tall.
Here's Stand Tall.
No, not the movie. Alexa, quit music. Alexa, please play the song Stand Tall by Bear.
I can't find Stand Tall by Bear.
All right, dude, she couldn't find it. You need another song. You need another song. Sorry. Okay, well, this kid Dustin, what's his name? I don't know his name. It's another reaction. I did try. And if I was doing it off of my playlist or somewhere else, we could do it, but we got to do it out this way because other words, I get copyright. And we don't want copyright. Copyright. What the fuck? I can't talk. Jesus Christ. These people. No. I want someone I've heard of. What is this Wang Fax Majestic? What the fuck ever kind of Nazareth, hair of the dog. Thank you. Alexis, please play Nazareth, hair of the dog.
Hair of the Dog by Nazareth, starting now
Thank
on
you.
Amazon Music.
Sorry. Right, buddy? Plastic rock every time. Is that F in chat or fuck in chat or now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Oh, F in the chat. Okay. Anybody else have anything to say? Because all I see is a lot of little green people, which means it's Rod and Now Unknown and Sunny every once in a while. Oh, Pam X. What up, girl? Where you been, man? How are you? We're listening to a little Nazareth, hair of the dog. Now you're messing with the son of a bitch. How you been? Big time fan from Canada. Oh, are you working? Hold on. I'm lowering this. Like I need to hear you talk. You're such an idiot. Oh, how to unfriend on Facebook. Dude, don't unfriend me on Facebook. My techie guy just dropped a video. OG banging your head. Don't bang your head too hard, Sonny. So, Pammy, you're at work? Big time fan from Canada. Is this the same person who just said you were from Chad or from wherever the fuck you're from? Oh, no. Or Now Unknown. I'm so confused. Guys, I'm so confused. Now Unknown. Okay, hold on. What are you saying? I'm supposed to be working right now. I'm hiding in the bathroom because my boss is a bitch ass clamp. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I need another song, guys, before this one runs out. Oh my gosh, that was hysterical. I have had many bosses like that, and I'm going to be honest with you. When I was in the Army, I'm sure many of my soldiers hid in a bathroom from me, thinking the exact same fucking thing, that I was, well, no, not that I was a bitch ass something, but that I was a fucking bitch, whatever. And they were probably hid in the bathroom from me as well. So what am I going to say? Dude, do you hide in the fucking bathroom? But make sure it's ventilated if you smoke. Okay, no, Oh, yes, from Canada, East Coast. LOL. So you're East Coast like me. Awesome. So we're on the same line here. Awesome, that's cool. Okay. Oh, so here you are. You're on Wine Facts. I know you just asked for this, but you asked for something fucking weird before, which was actually a band I knew, and she didn't. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try. If it doesn't work, then we're doing "Turn Me Loose" by Turn Me Loose by Loverboy. Really? Do I have to do this facts thing first? I do. Okay. Are you trying to say two? If you're actually trying to say, when, okay, when you're gonna try to fuck me up, and you really just want to when, okay. All right, here we go. It is Wang Facts Majestic. Alexa, please play Wang Facts Majestic, please. Yeah, there's nothing that fucking even. She's saying Wang Facts Sticks, please. Facts, Wang Facts Stick, please. Wang Facts Sticks, please. So that's a no to you. Let's go to something real. Once again, I'm not going to do another thing that you asked for. Okay, hold on. Alexa, please play Turn Me Loose by Loverboy.
Here's Turn Me Loose by Loverboy on Amazon Music.
Out to you, Pam. I haven't heard this song in forever, man. Like ever 80s, like I was a teenager ever, girl. Pam, I love you, but I hate 80s music. But this is a cool song. Just let you know. This gives me Miami Vice vibes. Miami Vice. Oh, and I was with Tubbs all the way. I was a Tubbs girl. Okay, here we go. Hell yeah. At Pam X. There you go, Rod. I knew you'd like that. Oh, you guys don't know each other. You're from different groups. Introduce yourself. Pam X is Nightwish, right, Pammy? Right, or Nightwish? And Rod is originally I was born to dream. Never seen. And Rod is an acapella guy, but he is trying everything under the sun. Yes. Discrimination because I'm from India. You don't know where the fuck you're from, dude. You told me 6 different countries. Dude, you know what? Just light up your blunt, sit back, and have fun with us, okay? Stop. Stop with the fucking madness, because I don't want to throw you out of here. And you know what? If anything, you are in the most open-minded, diverse group of people in the world. So don't try to pull any of that bullshit with us, because it won't work. Yeah, Miami Vice, man. Rod, don't say you don't know Miami Vice, because I'll fucking lose my... It's bad enough you tell me half the songs that you've never heard of before. Turn me loose. I have to do it my way. Or no way at all. This was actually a soundtrack for something, right? What was it a soundtrack for, Pam? Do you know? You did. Oh, you love One Free Two, Pam? I will play a church song. I will. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up. Listened to the whole album just last week. So good. I got everything they had recorded down. Hi, I'm unknown. I'm from Amsterdam. Okay. Now he's from Amsterdam, folks. Okay. I did listen to Another Night, which was damn good. Great. What song was it? Which one did you listen to? Yeah, you have to listen to him live. You have to listen to him live. Why aren't you listening to my reactions to them? I hope you are. I need the views, dude, and the likes. Okay. You won't listen to Wayne Pack's Majestic. It doesn't fucking exist. That's why I won't listen to it. I've asked for it twice now, dude. Oh, I know MV was a TV show, yeah, but never watched it. The wind didn't blow right. It was a fucking iconic TV show from the 80s that actually started all these 50 million cop shows that we have today. It was Miami Vice and not NYPD Blue. What was the one before that? The one with Hill Street Blues. Those two shows fucking started it all for everybody. And it was cool. And the guys were hot. And the girls were hot. And everybody was doing cocaine or getting busted for doing cocaine. It was the 80s in a cop show. Okay. Pam. You know I'm going to crack you up, sister. I don't know why. Okay. You didn't get that channel. Dude, come on. He's from Earth. He's not from Earth. Sonny, he's from fucking outer space. The dude just doesn't know. Just a sec. I'll call it. You'll find it. You'll find what? What the fuck are you looking for? It does. Oh, you're going to look for it, Rod. Oh, Rod, trust me, Mr. Unknown from wherever you're from, if it's out there, Rod and all his CIA contacts will find it. He doesn't have any CIA contacts. He just might, though. So don't fuck with Rod. I'm just telling you, that's a bear you don't want to poke, is Rod. You think I'm a bear you don't want to poke? Don't poke Rod either. Oh, it does. My history. Oh, only got one channel, girl. I know. Central West Virginia, under the fucking rock in the mountains. You guys didn't give me another song, so this is my choice. My choice, my song. Got it? Alexa, please play Still Loving You by the Scorpions.
Here's Still Loving You by Scorpions on Amazon Music.
How do you guys like that choice? This is a good song. Don't what the fuck me. It was supposed to do this. I'm trying to decompress from Parts Unknown. It's like freaking Anthony Bourdain. Dude, if you don't shut up, Sonny's gonna toss you. Because I'm not gonna have this. Thank you, Sonny. Oh, but Susan's laughing at you, so I don't know what Save us on the Siggy. Dude, this is my house, and you're not sitting in my living room, so you're not getting my fucking secondhand smoke. So, save me the lecture. How's that? That's when you watch The Greatest Show on Earth? Yeah, it's long. It's also like it's spectacular as far as the outside. It's the only one I couldn't close my freaking eyes to. I was really like kind of bummed about it, but not bummed about the show. You should. Hold on. Rod, the next one that you should actually check out is, if you haven't listened to it yet, is The Islander. It actually, the person who takes the lead in the singing of that is Marcos, the male singer, and it's awesome. It's a very good song, The Islander. Yeah. Dude, have you asked? I have tried twice to do that song for you. I understand that. Yeah, it was amazing. It was epic. Very good song. The Islander, cool. Also, if you like her voice that much, I've done 3 reactions now to a Dutch program that she's been doing. Mr. Salute by Sunny, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sunny, for doing your job, sweetie. I love you. They have this show in the Netherlands, which I think is just so cool. I wish we had it here, which is, I'm turning this down because I don't like yelling over myself. If you're yelling over the television, it's got nothing to do with you guys. Where they have 6 different recording artists on there every week. And what you do, hi babies. You want to put your head on mommy's lap? Aww. I'm sorry. I know, it's past bedtime. He's so sweet. I love him. Thanks, Sonny. But what they do is, so they have 6 recording artists, right? But they all have different genres that they do. And then each person takes turns doing all of the other people's, like one day they'll, each person has to do all the other the people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, well, you know her. She's like she's classically trained in opera, but she sings in a rock band, and she's got this amazing range. So far, she sang in German to a German opera singer. She sang in Spanish, and you have to do their songs, by the way. You can't do it. You do one of their songs. So she sang in Spanish to a guy that does kind of like Spanish calypso music, but she kind of put her own spin to it. And then she just did one in Dutch to another girl from the Netherlands, and she's like a pop star, but she did the song more of a like ballad type of way. And yeah, get rid of them. Nightwish, Susan. Yeah, Katie, we're talking about Nightwish. So I was telling him about I had introduced Rod to Nightwish, and Well, what I had done was I had said, hey, come and check out some of my other stuff. There's really cool stuff out there that I do react to, and check it out. And one of them was Nightwish. And he loves Floor's voice. Who doesn't love Floor's voice, you know? So I was telling him, I'm talking about this. I've done 3. So she's done 3 of the songs already. There's 6 people on the show. 6 I wish we had a show like this in the States. I really do, because it would really kind of show people who are the true artists in this country and who aren't. But anyway, yeah, she's got a beautiful, very powerful voice. But just the talent alone, like I said, Rod, she has sang. Now, she normally sings in English, right? But are you okay? Do not open that door. He's trying to, like, he wants to go to bed so badly. He's like trying to get through he's bashing. He's like, his whole body, he's kind of bashing into the door in the kitchen to get into the hallway to go upstairs to bed. That damn dog. I swear to God, I'm sorry. Anyway, yes. So, I think he made it. I think I hear him up there. So yeah, she's done 3, and then this next week coming up, it's her time. It's her turn to sit on the couch. So she'll be sitting while the other 6 attempt to sing her songs. Oh, that was tonight. It's a Saturday night program, so that was tonight. It'll be interesting. Hey, what's up? I swear to God. Uh-huh. I'd like to hear you. You go ahead and call her a bitch and see what she has to say about that. Mm-hmm. Yep, dude. Guess what? You're gone. Well, he's not gone. He's just very hidden. And he's not going to go around calling people a bitch. So there you go. I don't know who popped in right around the same time as him, but yes, Sonny, but you're a friendly bitch. It might have been the ghost, but my ghost is a very nice man. Oh, you're back. You completely circumvented the whole system. What do you have in your mouth? Oh, a bone. He's like, I'm just going to sit here and chew on my bone. It is. Doesn't it sound like a really cool show? I wish we had shows like that. I have relit this cigarette 4 times because I'm chatting with you guys instead of smoking. Maybe we should do more lives. I'd smoke a lot less. Oh, okay, sweetie. Bye. Don't be a stranger. It's funny how I met Sunny is actually part of the Upchurch crew who were I know you guys have heard me say before that I have like these fan bases where I happen to pick an artist and play one of their songs, and then next thing you know, I get bombarded with like this fan base that just completely bowls me over with paragraphs upon paragraphs of info and blah blah blah, and just like everything, right? And I never mean to sound ungrateful when I say stuff like that. It's happened to me several times over, right? Well, the first time it ever happened to me was with Upchurch. Sunny is part of the Upchurch group, and Sunny was one of the people who just, boom, just information. She was like, it was just like, hey, here you go. It was like, okay, I now have a small book I need to read. Give me a minute. I mean, I was totally unprepared. I was unprepared for any of it. It was the first time it had ever happened. What's up? Why not? Yes, home fries, voice fries. Home free is the same way. Happened with home free when I did it with home free. Happened with Nightwish. Same with Nightwish. Is another one. Tool is another group that happened with. Oh, Sunny. Okay. Oh, yeah, Tessa. And so anyway, and then there was another little girl who, it's too bad. I would have continued to do her stuff because her name's Angelina Jordan. I reacted to one of her things, and all of a sudden I thought it was innocent enough. Okay, she was a little girl that won Holland's Got Talent or Norway's Got Talent. If I got that wrong and one of her fans are in here, do not tell me I got it wrong. I'm not in the mood. All I'm trying to say is I did one of her videos. I thought a little girl on a talent show. Okay. Then it happened. Within minutes of me posting the video. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. I have to think about her fan base and my fan base as it goes. My channel is really an 18 and over channel. Would you guys agree? Who do I have left in here? 7 people, 8 people. Okay. How many people in here are actually sub to or watch my channel on a regular basis? Susan agrees. It's an 18 and over channel. No, that guy I think was the same guy. He was just coming in on another profile. For the most part, Katie, you're right. You agree? Yes. Okay. And I state that, one, because I don't censor. I don't censor. I don't agree with censorship. I don't agree with me censoring. I believe that that's people's job to censor. You censor your own selves, and you censor for your children. That's not my job, right? People don't have to agree with me, but that's it, you know? And then the other thing is, may have some that you have to be careful with. Yes, of course. Voice play. Yeah. I understand that. I'm getting that. Trust me, Katie, I know. And now that I'm monetized, by the way, I have to start watching my language a little bit better than I have in the past. The only time I don't really do that is when I'm doing an Upchurch video, and that's because, number one, I know his fans don't care. And number two, he swears 10 times worse than I do. So it's not a big deal. And I know the people who are watching it, my subs who are watching the Upchurch that I'm watching and are enjoying, they're watching it for the same reasons. They don't care. It's also, his reactions are the only ones that I smoke through on a regular basis. They're the ones I do first thing in the morning with my coffee, and they're the only ones I'll have a cigarette generally with, because I know they don't care. The subs, my Upchurch subs don't care, and it's just different. It's a different environment. I know that I have to cater to each of my groups differently, but I know the one thing is that everybody understands is that I'm an 18 and above. Just because of the subjects that we broach and talk about, the fact that I do cuss sometimes, the fact that I don't censor, and the fact that we talk about serious things that kids shouldn't. I don't think an 8-year-old should be getting on my channel. I think that some and I don't know. Anyway. I know you do. You know what the disturbing thing is, though? I look at my analytics, and over 90% of the people who view my videos are not subscribed to my channel. They're not. And it's normal to have around 65% of your viewership not subscribed, but over 90%, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I'll have people come to me and say in the comments that they've been around for a while just watching and hanging out and watching, and now they're going to subscribe. And I'm like, how long you been hanging around and watching? When I was struggling to hit 100, when I was struggling to hit 1,000. But the one thing I've noticed is once you hit it over that 1,000 mark, the subscribers come a lot easier. And I'm not sure why, but yeah. Still what, Katie? Yeah. That actually, I know, Katie, that you think, you and I have had some discussions back and forth that there are some things that still not subbing. Still not subbing. Yeah. I had a girl say to me the other day that, okay, I feel old. I need to get to bed. That's fine, sweetie. Go ahead. You've done your job. I love you. Please take care of yourself. I mean it, woman. We need you around. I had a woman say to me the other day, well, I guess after, she says, well, I've been binge watching your videos all day long to the point that my butt's numb. So I guess I'll sub to your channel now. And that's another problem. Yeah. I get a lot of views and very few likes. And I'll sit there and I'll go, I got 700 and some odd views on this video and only 10 likes. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that only 10 people out of 700 and some odd people liked it? Or does that, and you know why? Because for me, I mean it when I've said in my things, I'm just as much one of you guys as you guys are me. Like, I watch reaction channels. I do. Not as much as I used to, because I react to to a lot of the same stuff as the reaction channels that I enjoy react to. So I have to, it's no fun when I'm like, I either have to rush to and react to my stuff right away first, which I'm generally really good at. Like, if it's something I really messed up on the joiner one, usually I'm the first person out the gate. In fact, I've had some people come to me and say, not just with his stuff, but I've had other reactors react in my feed and say, how did you not get this blocked? Or how did you get this out so fast? That happened with Earth, with Little Dicky. That happened with Ramstein, Deutschland, where other reactors came in and said, how did you get this up so fast? I'm like, well, I saw it, and I was already doing my reaction while they were premiering it. And so the second it got done being premiered, I posted my reaction. And because what happens is YouTube will generally, it'll be up for like an hour, and then it'll start blocking everything, or it'll whatever it's going to do. But it's almost like there's a grandfather clause in there. And if you've already gotten yours up and running, they'll leave it. And people don't know that. Oops, I just gave away a secret. Yeah, how come you never like anything? Likes are actually more important than views are in a way. YouTube actually rates you on a lot of different things. And there's actually 3 different things that they really, really rate you on as far as, because we have analytics, they check our analytics weekly, and then every month they view us again, and we have to maintain a certain amount in order to, 1, keep our channel, 2, keep our monetization, or even get it in the first place. There are all these goals we have to reach to get certain privileges to be a content creator on YouTube, and to have certain privileges. Monetization is one of the last things you can even achieve. And there's still stuff that I have to get to reach some of the other higher echelon stuff. But the things that they really pay attention to are viewership, how many views you get, how the view duration, how long does a person stay on the video. That's why if I'm on someone's video, I will bring it all the way to the end, because the view duration is critical. If you have a 30-minute video, but you only stayed on for 30 seconds, it only registers for 30 seconds. The other thing is likes and dislikes. Your percentage, they give you a percentage with every video. So you could have had 5,000 views on that video, but if your likes was only or 20, then your percentage on that video is going to be really small. So they look at all these different things. Oh, and then once you get monetized, they look at the amount earned. And there's all kinds of people that take money out of that pie. So I generally, 90% of the music I do is copyright written. Because for me, I do it for you guys and what you guys want. So besides that's why you see a lot of people doing hip hop now, and they're doing a lot of independent artists who are not copywriting their stuff, or who will do shared monetization with the reactor. The reason why we had started doing that was because we were getting slammed with copyright from UMG and WUMG, and they were either blocking our stuff or they were taking our monetization away. I don't care, because I don't do it for the money. I do it for you guys. I just don't want my stuff blocked. I don't care if they take the money away, because I don't even hit any of the monetization stuff. Let me catch up now. Okay. One free reaction brought me here and almost turned away. But I'm stubborn in the fire. It was. You didn't like my reaction to In the Fire? What was it about my reaction to Ring of Fire you didn't like, Rob? I already know what you're going to say, but because I wasn't hot on it. I have always and will always prefer Johnny Cash. I got 2 reactions, got into reaction channels going on. And sub to so many. I don't always sub to new channels because I don't want to unsubscribe. Yeah, I understand that. But I'm sub to you. I know you are, sweetie. You didn't right away, but you did. And I understand what you're saying because I don't sub, but I'm not a big subscriber right away. But I don't know if you guys see all the channels I'm sub to. It's like 60 something. I sub to artists because I need to know when they're going to drop something new. So I need to know that right away. And if I'm sub to them and I get the notification, so then I know right away when something drops and I can automatically just get on it, even before I do anything else. I'll wake up that morning, there it is. So that's that. And then you had heard me and Snowball talking about our original 30. When we all first started, we were on Twitter one day, and someone said, hey, there's another YouTube creator who said, hey, we're starting this creators, basically small YouTubers creators group. Would you like to join? It's just to help each other out, and weekly we'll be meeting and talking about problems that we're having, or maybe we can help each other out and this and that, kind of like how the other guy, he's part of our forum as well. And he's a tech guy. So we have people who are gamers, we have people who are tech guys, we have people who do health and beauty and makeup and stuff, and we have people who I'm the only music creator. I'm the only music reactor in the group. Actually, that's pretty funny. I am the only music reactor of all of us. And but that's not what I started out as. I mean, I always did music, but I did music education along with music, only audio in the beginning, because it was more about the education of the artist. And I gave education on the artist and the songs, and I only did audio. I said, I'm never going to do video. And then finally, I just was like, fine, I'll do video. But I'm not going to do any of this modern. And I really didn't want to do anything modern. I wanted to stick to things in the past, 60s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, because there are hundreds of people out here doing the current music. I didn't want it. It's like, why do we need another one? And there was no one doing what I was doing. And I found out why. I literally sat at between 30 to 40 subs for 6 months, getting more and more frustrated. And then it's not that I caved, but I was just kind of like, okay, I'll go over to the dark side a little bit. And now I do have a unique channel because I don't pick the music, you guys do. Okay. You're sub to so many, excluding this. You're sub to so many, excluding this channel. Does that mean you are not sub to my channel? Oh, yeah. Only for the home free. Oh, you're sub to so many only for the home free reactions, excluding my channel now because you've gone through them. I got you. We're right here, buddy. Right here. I think you dislike my winning personality, so you're willing to put up with aggravating ear sounds. I love you, dude. I do. Interesting. I didn't know about the analytics. Yeah. If I could do a printout of a page, maybe I will. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that. But education goes a long way. And right now they're in the process of switching us from classic YouTube over to this newfangled YouTube. So making videos is more difficult. Uploading them and having them and get them from our us creating them on our own software and what we do, and then upload and editing them, whatever we do, and then uploading them onto YouTube and having to do all the stuff we have to do with YouTube to get them to you guys. And it literally adds another half an hour, 45 minutes to process, which is already long enough. And so it's just frustrating. And that's in the streaming is also, I think that's why we had such a problem with streaming tonight, is that this whole new thing they're not finished working on it yet. And until they do, I think we're going to have bugs, like anything new. Like I just ordered my new iPhone phone. I pre-ordered it. Not the one with 5 cameras on the friggin', that's ridiculous. Although most people do, because a lot of people, in a lot of reactors actually shoot their videos with their iPhones or Samsungs or whatever frig they have. And that's how they shoot their videos. I do not use my phone because it adds an extra step. You have to shoot the video with your phone, then you have to upload the music video, then you have to download all of that onto your editing software, and then upload it into into YouTube. And I'm just like, I'm just going to do everything on my computer. What I do want to do is get an external mic, though. So, baby, I know. Come here. Come on. Jackson, come on, baby. Under the blanket. Come on. Up. Yeah, I know. He's a little smelly. He's old. No? Okay, well, you're going to say hi to everybody? Say hi. What? Look at the way he's looking at me, guys. Wait, hold on. Okay. Because it wasn't, or you didn't like the change in the traditional. Well, okay. But I had to understand what you didn't like and or why. I thought I give a pretty thorough, kind of maybe sometimes a little too thorough description of why I do and don't like things, I think. Okay. When you're monetized, does a viewer need to watch the entire commercial for you to get credit? I don't know because I don't do commercials. But like during this, if you guys see underneath, see the bottom where there's a money sign. If you wanted to like hit that money sign, well, you guys do super chats, right? So you could do a super chat right now with me and I would get that money. But what ends up happening is, like, I believe YouTube takes 10% of it and then I get the rest. Or 10, there's a certain amount. They take a certain percentage of it. I don't know if that's true with super chat. Yeah, it is with super chats as well. So yeah. So I could do it with super chats. I haven't done it with commercials or anything, but you can do it. You can do it with super chats. But that is a good question, Susan. I don't know. I always hit the skip the commercial as soon as the little 5-second thing counts down. So I'm sure you do too. Swainen, excluding this channel now, I do come from the home free reactions, but I can check out many more. Besides, your analysis is something no one else does. It's what you see. Yeah, that's an interesting point, Rod, that I've always kind of wondered. Okay, it's later and later, and look how light it is right now. Does that make any fucking sense to anyone? Anyone? No. But ask George, my ghost. Anyway, that's something I've always wondered about from you guys. I get these comments all the time. George? I don't know, about how my reactions are so very different from other reactors. I don't know that I see it. The only difference I really see between me now and when I first started is that I'm more comfortable now in my skin. You'll still see me, and I'm gonna tell you the secret right now. You'll still see me when it looks like I'm asking questions or talking to someone. Like if I have a question to ask, like, isn't that true? I mean, I'm right about that, aren't I? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm actually talking to my dining room. I'm talking to my dining room chair. It just seems like there's someone else in the room with me, but for some reason, when I have a question to ask, I have a really hard time looking at the camera and asking the camera a question. I can look at the camera all day long and talk to you guys because I'm talking to you guys, but to ask just a random question, like I have to look either at my dog in the chair over here and ask my dog, or I have to look at my dining room table and ask my dining room table to this day. So the one thing I've learned that's different is I feel more comfortable, so I'm more animated, and I don't have a problem laughing at myself anymore. I don't feel embarrassed anymore about it, where I was extremely self-conscious in the beginning. So when you guys say I'm different, I don't. I know I'm different because I don't just say, "Oh, that was a great video. That was wonderful. That was awesome. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye." I know I'm different because I don't do that. But I guess how are my analyses different? I guess is my question. Okay. Oh, and that great personality. See, I know. I didn't know about the likes being more important than the views. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if they're evenly important or if, but they are extremely important. I don't think people put as much of a. I don't think people put enough emphasis in the importance in the likes that they should. That's why we're always asking for them. That's why we're like, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that like. And it's almost like I hate it. I hate saying that. And I feel like a car salesman. I hate saying that whole spiel at the end. That's why, if you notice, I say it as fast as I possibly can at the end of the video. Because I'm like, I just did all this because I love music. And I've grown to love all of you guys. And I just want to share something I really love and enjoy with people who, of which some of these people I really love and enjoy. So, and now I'm about to sell them a used car. I mean, that's the way I kind of feel about that whole thing, Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and now hit that bell so you don't, I hate it. But you have to say it, because if you don't say it, they're going to be like, oh, yep, off to the next video. What was the next one? Who's the next reactor I'm going to go see? You have to, and it's just awful. Isn't he a cutie? So I'm talking about you. Go back to sleep. If you did, we discussed that. Oh, with you. You and I discussed it. Yes. Thank God. Interesting, yeah. Hate ads, yeah. Oh yeah, hate the skip ad, yeah. Yeah. Ghost has a name. He does have a name. His name is George. Okay, so this is the interesting part about my house. I said it's over 100 years old. I'm only the fourth owner in it. And I've actually lived here the second longest, I believe. Almost the second longest. Obviously the first owner of the home, they built this home. He built this home for him and his wife. He was a wonderful carpenter and woodworker, a specialty woodworker, craftsman. I have some beautiful woodwork in this house, and just amazing cabinetry and sculptures, and just gorgeous. It's one of the things that made me fall in love with this house. They lived here for 70 years. 70 years. And this house is, anyway, just, they lived here for 70 years until he passed away, and she had to be put in a home. Probably, I'm not sure how long after that, a few years later. And then it went to another person who had it for probably about under 10 years, but over 5, who ran a motorcycle repair shop out of the carriage house. And then it went to a different military family who owned it for less than a year, 18 months, I believe. And then when he was deployed to Afghanistan, she bought another house that she liked better. And so when we came into it, or I should say, yeah, I loved the house. I wanted it right away. My ex-husband hated it from the beginning, but we won't get into all of that. It was horrible, in horrible condition. Yeah, they had made some like really cheap, just hurry up and fix it up so we can sell it decisions that just made it cost me more money to actually fix what they had done to. I don't even want to get into it. At any rate, George, and then there's me. And when I got divorced in 2013, I said, all I want is the house. I want the house, and I want you gone. No. I said, I want the house, and I don't, just leave my investments alone, leave everything alone, and just go. I want the house. And so that was that. I had put a lot of work into the house. He didn't touch it. He hated it from the beginning. So I've been here for 15 years now. I only ever intended on living in where I live before, never actually. And then only 3 years, and I'm here, still here, still in love. At any rate, so yes. So the person who built this house, his name is George, and he died in this house, and so I think that's my ghost. Yeah, they do, don't they, Katie? It's like they don't care, They do a lot of pausing throughout videos, and everybody. Okay, the one thing I gotta say, a pet peeve I have more than anything else is when someone comes in and says to me, because I purposely do not pause through videos, because, like I said, I'm just as much you as you are me. I watch reaction videos. I watched them for a long time before I decided to do them. And the one thing that even to this day that I just is when I'm watching a video and the reactor is constantly going, and then they play like 2 more seconds and 2 more seconds. I'm like, Jesus Christ, play the video, please, or I'll just go over to the artist page and listen to it, because a lot of times I won't listen. If it's a new song just coming out from someone that I like, I won't listen to it until I will wait to listen to it through a reaction channel. And I know that's weird. A lot of people won't do that. They want to listen to the whole song on their own first, and then they'll go watch it on a reaction channel. I don't do that. I will say, well, now, I mean, what I used to do. Now I definitely wait until a reaction channel. It's my reaction channel. But what I used to do was, like, say Joyner Lucas just came out with a new video, and I'm like, oh my God, Joyner Lucas just came out with a new video. All right, well then I'm gonna go to, such and such reaction channel, and I'm gonna watch it. Why? Because I don't know why. I'm not really sure. I get just as I liked to get just as excited as the reactor watching it for the first time. It's like I'm watching it with someone else, maybe. I don't know. But I don't want to watch it with someone who's going to pause it every 2 minutes, because that's like watching a movie with someone who's like every 2 minutes getting up and saying, "Hey, can you hit pause? I got to do this. Can you hit pause? I got to do that." And I'm like, "No, I'm not hitting pause anymore. I want to watch the damn movie." You know what I'm saying? You just listen and feel and try to explain that. Exactly. And I do not like to pause them unless I have to. When reactors do certain goods for when is section 2. Yeah, exactly. I do. Yeah, I try very hard, because my feeling is, if you're a genuine person, you're not a troll. You are taking time out of your day, right? And to actually sit down and write a note to me, because something in my reaction affected you in one way or the other, whether it be positive or negative or whatever, right? And so I feel like, and maybe, I don't know, this might be either the cop in me or the therapist in me, or a combination or both. I feel like it's my responsibility to you as a sub or a viewer or whoever, that if I affected you in some way enough to where you felt you needed to sit down and write a note to me, then I should also pay you the same respect and sit down and read what you had to say and respond to it. That's just common decency, folks. And my problem, and you guys know this, is I feel like there's not enough communication in the world today between people, and I feel like there isn't enough common decency. Why aren't people being considerate to one another anymore? Why? Because there's too much of this. There's too much of this. What? No, I don't know how to spell delete. Just put DEL. They'll know what you're saying. What? What? No. What? No, just put OMG. You don't have to know how to spell anymore. No. Supercalifragilistic. Just start super SUP. That's just SUP. And it'll spell the rest of the goddamn word out for you. Goddamn. Well, I'm sorry that offends you. I don't know how to talk to people in social situations anymore. Why? Why? Listen, woman. I don't. What? Respect my elders. No, I don't know about that. What do you mean, why not? Because you never taught me. See what I mean? You're right, Rod. Or they cut pieces out of the videos, which drive me crazy. Yeah. I'm not always popular, though, when I do that, Katie, am I? I'm not always popular when I say what I don't like. I don't think there are too many voice play fans right now that like me. But they'll grow. I will grow on them, just like I grew on the home prize, except maybe a little very sad and unhappy woman who is in love with Austin somewhere in the world, who thinks I body shame people, which I do not in any way. Okay. Yes, I do. I do. You're right, Susan. I do. Well, I'm a musician, as well, classical violinist. And I think if you are a musician, I think you not only do you appreciate the craft, but I think you also are a little more critical of the craft as well. I think that it's like in any job, right? I think. But if you understand it and you love it, then you want to share that with everyone. I am if you're going to talk forever, then pause. If it is a short blurb, you can keep going. In my opinion. Katie, did you just see my phone thing? IMO. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Speaking of reactions, have you ever listened to someone called NF? No, never. You obviously, and if you should give it a thought, I'd make my day. It would make my day. Dude, you have to go watch my NF reactions. I'm obsessed with NF. Obsessed. Yes. Yeah. I do NF reactions. And I am obsessed with NF. He and I have a very similar history as far as the way we grew up. And because of that, and we're very similar people. I have OCD. He has OCD. we are, and so his music hits me on a very deep and personal level. And so 99% of the time, I end up either very like I feed off of, like I'm in tears through half his music, or I'm like amped up, or I'm angry. I mean, it's just like. It's just crazy. Crazy. It either hits my PTSD or it just hits all my other triggers. I dig NF, man. I dig NF. Go check out my reactions to NF. You're looking at your phone. Okay, that's what I'm doing now. I love you, Susan. It's because of the helium tenor. I'm sorry. That's what I called him, right? I called him a helium tenor. Didn't it I'm sorry, the dude sounds like he sucks on a freaking helium balloon before he. There's no reason for that, okay? Because I have heard songs where he sings in a normal range. And then all of a sudden he kicks it into high gear and he's like, I can't get that high. I'm an alto. I can't get up that high. What the fuck is that? That's what I said. That's like silent dog whistle high. What the fuck? I can't. That's aggravating to the ears. Rod, that's aggravating to the ears, dude. When I heard that guy, I knew exactly what Rod was talking about right then and there. I should have said it. Now I get it, Rod. Aggravating to the ears. I'm with you, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I haven't run across. I've run in doing these reactions. I've run across. I have run across groups where I'm like, okay, they're not my bag, but I can do reactions to them because, I mean, they're, I mean, they're like, I could take them or leave them. They're not, I can see the good in them as well as a few not goods, right? But I have never actually had a physical reaction to a group, not the whole group, to a member of a group where I'm like, dear Lord, please don't let him do that. Please don't let him do that. It's almost like I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, violinist. I've mentioned that before. I don't think maybe I haven't mentioned it during Home Free or any of the acapella stuff, but I have mentioned it in my maybe on some of my other days. I do this 7 days a week, guys. No, it's not. It was not a fiddle. It was. I was a classical violinist. he. I'm telling you, that dude's voice, man. Ex-drummer. All right, Sonia. I got you, girl. Just let him. Who keeps? What? I didn't hide his comment. Who hid his comment? That you were poking fun at me? Oh, the fiddle player. Yeah. Also, Mr. Cookies. Were people really upset with all those nicknames that I called everyone that time? I still don't know those guys' names. I don't. It'll take me a while. Do you know how long it took me to learn Home Free's names? Look, it took me months upon months. And then I was like, I still don't know. I think the new album was out. And then I finally figured them out. I mean, it took that long. Five Saints had to come out for me to learn their names. I don't know. I kept getting Rob and Chance screwed up. For some reason, I wanted to keep calling Rob Chance and Chance Rob. I don't know why. Who's Mr. Cookies? Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know his name. Oh, that the name stuck. Yes. That the nickname stuck. And people actually refer to them now by those names. That must really piss off like the die-hard friggin' voice play people. Because they're like, where did these names come from? I don't know. Some dumb bitch did a reaction on YouTube and, gave them all these stupid nicknames. And now everybody calls them these nicknames now. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. Helium tenor. I'm gonna coin that. I should trademark that. That should be like the next big that should be like the next level that we do not want to go to as far as acapella goes. Oh my God. You know where he gets that from, right? Well, there was a sketch show, and there was like Big Huey or Big, you know what I'm talking about? Was it a sketch show or was it? Comes from Big Huey. Let's see. Is it a 50s guy? Like a 50s, yeah, a 50s singer. His nickname was Big Baby. I remember that. I'll have to look that up next time we do a reaction, not a voice player. I'll just say Big Q and you guys will know who I'm talking about, but I'll have the information for you. Now, okay. So they do the evolution of a boy band. And Katie, I love you to death, sweetheart, but I know you're a lot younger than I am. Probably about 20 years younger than I am or more. And so I am of the generation of boy bands. And I think you told me how old you were, actually. I asked you, you told me. Because there were some older people who were arguing with me as well, as far as boy bands. No. Boy bands came into existence in my generation. Yes, it is my dog snoring. You keep thinking it's your cat? Does your cat snore? You're 26, yes. Boy bands came into existence in my generation. True boy bands. The term was coined in my generation, and when you are going to say you are doing an evolution of boy bands, it has to be an evolution of boy bands. In fact, in most cases, people do not accept Boys to Men as a boy band because they actually came out a good 10 years prior to boy bands. But Boys to Men were the one true original boy band, in my opinion. However, most people didn't get the boy band, the Boys to Men reference, because most people have never listened to Motown Philly. At any rate, that's the band that Sean comes from. Most of you should know that, right? Yes, Rod Con. Yes, Rod. You're right. The 90s. Boy bands, well, 80s, no. I mean, yes, they started in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Boy bands are I'm an 80s baby. Late 80s, early 90s. Yes, 2 of the 3 cats snore loudly, yeah. That's the puppy that you always hear in the videos, so it's always snoring. Yes, late 80s, Rob. You're correct, yeah. So Sean comes from Boys to Men. Boys to Men was the original boy band. They are the ones who sang Unbended Knee. They were the ones who sang Motown Philly. They are the ones who sang every damn love song you can possibly think of that boys from Philadelphia should not be singing when they were at that age, but they eventually grew into it. I actually have an issue with Boys to Men now because there are actually 4 members of Boys to Men, but they now tour with only 3 because they had a disagreement with their 4th member, and rather than he was in trouble, and rather than taking him under their wing and protecting him, they cast him aside, and they now don't consider him part of the group, which is unfair and not good. And they just tour, the 3 of them, as Boys to Men. And no one ever says a word at an award show when they do a presenting or anything. No one ever says, "Where's the 4th Boys to Men member?" Oh, he's probably sitting at home in his chair. His name's Mike. That's the 4th. Anyway. So we're doing the Boys to Men evolution. They do Backstreet Boys, they do NSYNC, they do Boys to Men. But I'm sorry. Who did I have a problem with? Well, yeah, because the music in the 80s sucked. I'm talking about regular 80s, like Depeche Mode and all those other crazy ass fucking bands. Oh, they did Jackson 5. Thank you. It was not a boy band. The Jackson 5 was a Motown band, and that was my point I was trying to say. If you're going to say the Jackson 5 is a boy band, that means that Smokey Robinson and the Miracles was a boy band. That means the Four Tops was a boy band. That means, help me out. There's a bunch of them, right? There's Miracles. There's the Four Tops. The Temptations. I mean, how many different groups did Berry Gordy throw together in all the years that Motown was going on at Hitsville? A gazillion of them. None of them were boy bands. They weren't boy bands. Boy bands, it incorporates, yes, the dance steps and everything from Motown. It was supposed to be that way because when Boys to Men were coming up, the original boy band, Puff Daddy, Puff, the one who actually kind of helped invent Boys to Men, said, you guys need to have a signature style. You guys have to have signature dance steps. We're going to do this old school like Motown. And had them do that. So that is why they did that. So then when that fat guy down in Florida decided to make Boys to Men and NSYNC at the same time, by the way, at the same time, and there was a third boy band, and I don't remember their name, but that guy had all three of them at the same time, and he was playing all three of them against each other. But he had started Backstreet Boys, and then he had NSYNC. Backstreet Boys was going strong. He started NSYNC, and then he had this other group. And let's not forget about Menudo too, which they didn't do. But anyway. But all this whole dancing in sync thing and all of that and the dressing the certain way and everything, it's reminiscent of Motown because the boy bands were created to look like Motown. So you can't make the Motown boy bands when the boy bands were actually created to look like Motown. Did that make sense? I just walked around in a circle, but it made sense and I was right. Oh, the Beatles. Yeah. Not a boys band. The Osmond Brothers. Okay. Let's throw a bunch of Mormons at people and call them a boy band. No, and they had it was actually Donnie and Marie. Oh, I know who you're talking about. No. Different Osmonds. Gotcha. You agree with me. Thank you, Rod. Many, many groups. They did the Four Seasons. That was Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. That wasn't a boy band. Oh, Boys to Men was the original ones. Yes, Boys to Men, the original ones. They came out long before, and they were actually managed and basically produced by, he was called Puff Daddy back then, Sean Combs. Motown stuff equals home free cover, blue ain't your color. No. Keith Urban's song, which I absolutely love, equals home free, blue ain't your color, and a very bad video attempting to be Motown. And you and I will never agree if that's your stance. And when I say to people that voice play will eventually learn to get along with me, just like home free will, that was my first, it was one of my very first reactions. And I had everyone up in arms. I think was it my first one? I said it was absolutely beautiful. They sang it beautifully. I love the song. I hate the fucking video. It's cheesy. It's cheesy with the plastic curtain, the plastic shower curtain behind them, streamers, and the cheesy dance steps and this and that. Yes, Susan, right? And everybody was like, they put so much work into those dance steps and they were so proud of themselves. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about how much work they put into it. It's their job to put work into things. I don't care about that. What people didn't understand at the time is I don't have personal stock in Home Free. I wasn't, and that's what I basically said to you guys. I am not a Home Free fan. You guys are the fans. I'm a reactor. My job is to watch, react, and critique what I'm watching. You guys are fans. I'm not a fan. And so if you don't want to hear my opinions, go to the hundreds of other Home Free reaction channels that you guys go to and go listen to their bullshit. If you want to hear the truth, come back and see me. Oh my God, I've never been like, guys, I hadn't, up to that point, I had never been torn apart so bad. But I stood my ground, and I will still stand my ground on that. They sung it beautifully. I love it. It's one of my favorite songs. They did Keith Urban justice. I still to this day, hate that. I hate that video. Hate it. Yep, I put the cart before the horse in those comments. It's okay, Katie. You know, we all learn to get along. We all do. Because the fact of the matter is we're all human, and we all have hearts, and we all feel. And when we're fans and we really love something, like I pity anyone who comes to me and tells me anything bad about Led Zeppelin. Because I've been like a rabid dog sometimes, and then I stop and I think about it, and I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, Robert Plant does kind of sound like a screeching cat sometimes. So I mean, sometimes you really have to step back from the groups that you really love and have listened to for years and years and say, yeah, that Live Aid concert with Phil Collins really was the fucking worst thing they ever attempted to do. They should have never done it. Even when you don't want to admit it, just because you love a group, you really love them. What happened to the respect your elders stuff? Rod, at ease, dude. At ease. That's what I gotta say. I don't know. You might outrank me too, but still at ease. Second, first was White Christmas. Of what? No. No. I'm talking about Home Free, Katie. Blue Ain't Your Color was my first Home Free. I haven't done White Christmas by Home Free. Have I? If I have, it's been recent. We just did a Christmas song. And we did 2 Christmas songs. And it wasn't, White Christmas might have been voice plays, but it wasn't Home Free's. What the hell? Oh, I might have to go check that one out again. What, the Blue Ain't Your Color one? I don't, Susan, because you might leave me and never come back. That was the last comment in Bridge was for me, explaining why to myself as well. Oh, I understand. You might be able to tolerate voice play, new video, shaboom, because the helium tenor is supposed to sound that way. I understand, Susan. But the second I heard he was doing the lead in it, I'm going to be honest with you, I've been kind of like putting off doing it. And I know I shouldn't do that. I know I have to be fair to everybody. So you guys will be getting shaboom along with all the other stuff. You guys are getting some Humphrey, you're getting shaboom. You're going to get one pentatonic song. And I'm not going to do it. Someone has been requesting. I guess there's this woman who does acapella stuff, and I'm like, it's one person. It's not. I mean, yes, one person can sing acapella, but it's not an acapella group. And I'm not going to pick one. It always happens to me. I've fallen for it too many times where I pick one person, and then next thing you know, you get fans. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not, health-wise, I'm not in the position to deal with that. I already have, the people that I cover have huge fan bases, all of them, not just you guys, I mean all of them, right? And so it gives me very little time to actually do music that I really enjoy, and then it kind of breaks my heart when I do put myself out there with music that I want to present to you guys and say, look, this is really great. Trust me enough to listen to this. I think you guys will really like it. And I get like 12 views. 12 people look at it. And then I'm like, really? They don't trust me enough to even just listen a little bit to it? I mean, that's the way I was when I did when I did Iron Sky the other day. It's a phenomenal song. It's got very, very few views on it. And it's an amazing song. And I went through hoops to find a version of that song that isn't blocked worldwide. Because I've tried 3 different times to get that up in a year. And it keeps getting blocked. And I'm not the only reactor who's tried. And I finally found a version I could get up. And I had to stop it. And I hate stopping it, but I had to pause it once or twice. But my God, why? Why don't people trust me enough to just, on the days when I can play stuff that I like or want to show you guys new music, just listen to it. Just give it a shot, Oh, don't get me started. Reaction channel. Oh my God, Sonny. Woman, you don't want it. You trust me. You have to have a certain kind of personality, and I barely have that type of personality to be able to do it. Because trust me, you guys don't see everything that goes on in the comments. I know you, Sonny. You hear me talk about it in the Upchurch videos along with him. The stuff, the crazies and just the filth that comes through. I filter it all out for you guys. Justin, how you doing, Justin? Where you been? Especially considering we're like, oh no, I guess we're good. I mean, time-wise, we're well over an hour past our time, but considering we had so many technical issues, we're not bad off. So Justin is telling me Boys to Men, ABC, BBD, the East Family. I missed that you had switched groups for a second. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. You are too outspoken, Sonny. You wouldn't be able to bite your tongue. Trust me. Rod, don't get her started, please. He doesn't sound helium the whole way. Okay. So just part of the way? You're going to get someone in here. There's more people in here now, by the way. So, I mean, it's not a ton, but you never know if we've got a helium tenor fan in here that's going to be taking notes on this. So you want to do Glenn Miller Band? Glenn Miller Band? Really? I'll react to a Glenn Miller Band. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, do you want to hear one right now? Is that what you're saying? Have you seen this guy, Mo, perform? Yes, I have. He performed it on The Voice. He won The Voice Britain, right? Yeah. He's phenomenal. Is he still doing it? But doesn't take anything away from Paolo. God damn it. Nutini. He's Scottish. And he's half Scottish, half Dominican, and I'm having a hard time pronouncing his name right now. It doesn't take anything away from the original artist, who is phenomenal. And that's who I wanted to introduce to the world, was the original artist, because his book of songs, his songbook is amazing. And he worked so hard for like 10 years to get recognized, and he did, and he was doing concerts and he was putting out music, and then he disappeared, and now he's gone, and nobody knows where the fuck he is or what he's doing. Is he on a friggin' retreat in Tibet somewhere? Because it's like he worked so hard to get there, and then he was only out there for about 8 years, and now he's gone. And it's like you have this amazing artist that put out this great music, and now he's gone. And that's what I was trying to explain to people. But yes, I do know about Mo. He won Britain's Got Talent. No, The Voice Britain, singing Iron Sky. Yes. And I'm very happy that you know about the song, because it is a phenomenal song. It is amazing. I think quite a few of us just want to stay in our own lanes and not branch out too much. Why? Why, Katie? What's wrong with branching out and actually learning about new music, new cultures, new people? That's the problem with the world today. And, this is the deal. In my grandmother's generation, which was the 50s, it was very much everybody gets married, has children, stays home, goes to work, gets a home, blah, blah, blah. Everything was very much, post-war, everybody staying in their own lane, which meant my mother's generation was which is the 60s, my mother was born in 1950, but the 60s and 70s was very much her, like, flower power, kind of, the Vietnam generation of, women's rights, civil rights, and, backpacking Europe and just like seeing the world and doing all just flower power. It's crazy shit, And that was my mom's generation. And I think then it came to my generation of everyone was expected to do well, and then it grew into the 80s in the 80s everybody did the same type of thing. It was like make the money, capitalism, do your thing, blah 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 blah. It was all about the money, and the 2.5 kids and the yuppies and the 2 cars in the garage and blah 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 blah. And I raised my children. I had to grow up so fast, right? but I raised my kids to believe that don't think that, don't limit yourself to anything, right? Realize your dreams. And yet I have 2 children. I raised 4, but my 2 birth children, both, just all they wanted to do was get their careers on track, settle down, get married, have kids, do everything that my grandparents' generation did. And all I told them was to do the opposite of that. And maybe it's because I wanted to see the world so much, and I wanted to experience so much, that because I had my children so young and got married so young, I spent, I mean, I spent all of my teenage and all of my 20s married and a mother. And I've been a mother since I was 15, but I mean, I was married at 18. And so, and I was married for 10 years. Both my marriages were for 10 years, but my first one. So as soon as 3 months after I got divorced, I joined the army and I said, I want guaranteed Europe. Because I knew I would never get to see Europe. I would never get to experience any of that. The world, nothing, unless it was with the army. I love music. I've experienced everything in my life through music. And why should I? And I started that with my mom and my mom's love of music, and very eclectic taste in music. It's part of her generation to be that way. And so I loved her music. And I continue adding on by experiencing music from different places in different cultures, and experiencing people from different cultures and different regions, and food from different cultures and different regions. Because as soon as you stop experiencing things and learning things and gaining knowledge about things and people, what is left? Where's the joy? And I guess that's just the way that I've always looked at things. I I try to surround myself with like-minded people like that in my personality, which I say, and yet one of my best friends is probably one of the most conservative people I've ever met in my life. She's lived in New York her entire life, and she's never been to New York City and has no desire to ever go there. Crazy. But I mean, I've been there at least 10 to 15 times, most of them before I ever even moved to this state, just because I love to go to New York City. But I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. That's kind of, so you say a lot of people get comfortable in their own lanes, and I understand that. And that's why I kind of say, why? What's the harm in kind of moving over, going over to the other lane for a car length or so, and then moving back over? And that's why Rob took my advice and did that. And now he likes a symphonic metal band from Finland. And he's a home free person, and he likes a symphonic metal band from Finland because he checked out my other reactions. That's all. That's all. Just why not? I'll react to. I will react to him. Exactly. I'll do that for you. Rob. Yeah. Awesome. I'm not. I don't do a lot of the big band stuff. I tend to do more jazz style. Yeah, but Glenn Miller, yeah, I can do that. Katie, is it? a comfort thing about staying in your lane? Good question, Justin. But to what you already know, that it will be not late. Fear it would be a lot better than okay, well, fear is, I'm going to put on my therapist hat for a minute. Fear is the biggest contributor to most things, right? But fear is the biggest contributor to hate. Fear is the biggest contributor to, yeah, uh, judgment. It is the biggest contributor to assumptions. It is the biggest contributor to the hindrance of progress. Fear is an awful, awful big monster that people should just put away in a closet. But it can be, fear is initially when we were born. Our fear reflex is actually supposed to be a good thing. It's supposed to be just a little tiny thing like this that's supposed to help us to know how to be safe, right? And what ends up happening is, for some people, your fear can grow so big that it's a hindrance on your life, depending on what your experience is. I once asked a very good friend of mine, what is my biggest fault, do you think? And I expected all kinds of things to come out of their mouth. But what I did not expect them to say was fear. And I said, fear? What are you talking about? I have lived the most fearless life. I've gone down every untraveled road or less traveled road that there possibly could be. I have done pretty much everything fearless I can think of. And they said, your fear of intimacy with another person, not talking about physical intimacy. I'm talking about letting someone inside here, being so close to someone that you actually have to allow them in here. That type of intimacy. That fear, your fear to succeed, your fear to fail, your fear of any type of real human connection with anyone, to allow them inside and know you as who you are, truly. You allow fear to get in your way more than you know. And I thought about it, and absolutely 100% yes. I thought I was fearless. I thought I was a bit, and I am a very independent, strong woman. However, I had 12, probably a foot thick concrete wall all the way around me. And fear. It's fear. I was a perfectionist because everything had to be done right. I was a micromanager because I had a fear of failing, and allowing others to fail that worked for me resulted in my failure. So I micromanaged everything, not just people who worked for me, but everyone in my household as well, and in my relationships. I mean, just think about it. If you fear difference, it's the worst thing that can happen is you turn it on, you listen to 30 seconds of it, or you listen to the whole song and you're like, that sucked, I didn't like it. And then you never listen to it again. You didn't hurt yourself, you didn't hurt anybody else. So what's the harm? And that's what people need to realize. Because a little fear like that can always turn into that fear that people have about other people. Like, that person's different from me. They look different from me. They have an accent I don't have. They may smell different from me. I don't know. But because I don't know anything about them and they're not in my lane, I'm afraid of them. And my fear is coming off as maybe some type of way. And that's when you start getting things like racism and other ugly words, when all it really is fear. I'm not coming down on you, Katie. I'm just saying that's where things like that come from. When it could be just a little step out of your lane. Just for a minute. Experience something different. Eat a different kind of food you've never had before. Listen to a different group you've never listened to before. It's never harmful to do that. There are harmful things. Do the ones that aren't. Now that I just lectured everybody, I apologize. Your mother joined the army in World War II to travel, stationed in England. Yes, really? No kidding, Susan. It's, you say that. My grandmother is from England, and she actually came here during World War II as a war brat. And her sister married a soldier from Australia to Australia because her parents were killed during the Blitz. Yeah, and that's all the girls had were each other, and everything was destroyed. They were from London, well, from right outside London. And so, yeah, my grandmother married an American fighter pilot and came here, and her sister married an Australian in Australia. Sadly enough, the sisters never saw each other again, but we have connected back up with that side of the family since then. That's very cool of your mom. How did you feel about? Did you stay over there? Did you grow up over there, Susan? Are you from there? I've never actually asked you where you're from. Her mom didn't understand. You know, my mom stopped speaking to me when I enlisted in the army for almost 2 years. She protested the Vietnam War. She lost a lot of friends, and but you know what? She had 2 brothers and a sister that were all military, and both my grandparents were military on both sides, and I'm the only one from my generation that went military out of 13 of us. My mom and I have never had a really good relationship anyway, so it was no great loss. But I wish I had had her sometime. It's hard. It's hard to do it when you don't have family behind you. But I think that's really cool that your mom did that. You remain anxious. We're all gradual. Yeah. Okay. Country to home free to voice prayer. Katie, did you grow up in a very were you allowed to listen to secular music growing up? You don't have to go to another group. I mean, you're not leaving them behind. You're just adding to your repertoire. What I mean is, you don't have to leave It's almost like saying you'd be leaving friends behind, you know? You'd be adding to your family, not leaving your family. You know what I mean? Um, I have such a vast music collection. It's not because when I buy music, I throw my other music away. No, I'm just adding to the music I already have. That's all. Hey, Sonny, get rid of that comment. I got it. Gabe, not good. Not nice. That was not nice. Thank you. I I don't know. I I don't know, but I got rid of it. No, your mom grew up in Iowa. That's why she wanted to try. I think. Oh, hey, if I grew up in Iowa, I'd want to travel. I grew up in. Actually, to be honest with you, I never lived in anyone. I lived everywhere. I never was in any school for longer than 1 year. My entire childhood. That just not good. It's not a good time. Anytime any school teacher, social worker at school, school nurse, or hospital started to ask questions about my sister or I, we moved. It didn't matter if it was in the middle of the night or anything. So I moved whenever I was a kid. Yes, but about middle school, I stopped listening to it. Well, of your own accord. Didn't listen to secular again until after college. Why did you make that choice, Katie? I'm just curious. I'm not judging. I'm just really curious as to why. Like I've had friends, a really good friend of mine. She's Mormon, and she's one of my best friends in the whole world. When I met her, like many Mormons who are in the military, um, especially when we're in the lower ranks, and then as we kind of grow up in the ranks, her and I grew up in the ranks together. Um, they're not exactly practicing Mormons in the beginning. Let's just put it this way, folks. We go through a lot, okay? And she had taken a step away from the church, and yep, we party and we do our thing and whatever. However, I think when you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, you know, you do that. People do that. Some people don't do that. People make choices. But when she found the man that she wanted to marry and have children, stuff like that, I don't. I also don't think she was as strict and stringent as her family was. She did believe in the church, but not to the point that they did. And I think that was another thing. She wanted to be close to her family, which means that she had to be in good standing with the church in some way. But, and however, she was not going to be. I think she made that close, very clear to her family. She was not going to be as strict as they were, just in good standing. But anyway, she did get married, and he was also military. He was not Mormon. I don't think so. But no. And they had children and stuff. And she did end up going back to the church and getting good standing with the church because of family. So I can understand. I mean, I see how things like that happen. But, you know, I've also seen friends of mine who were never, ever religious in college going towards that way. Or I've seen in battle, I've seen people, like, three things happen. You either lose your faith, you find faith you never had, or it either boosts your faith, or it you it boosts your faith. So those are the three things that I see in a war zone when it comes to religion. You lose it, you find it, or it boosts it. Bye, Susan. Your dad would make you listen to nothing but Christian music on Sundays when you started actually like music. Religion changed and couldn't listen to a lot of the music after college. Oh, your dad's evangelical. Okay. Oh, I gotcha. Wow. I did have a friend who was evangelical, and unfortunately, I thought, I hoped, yes, I was naive because we were really good friends, and she did tell me. I mean, I knew she was Christian, and but I didn't. I knew she was Christian, and I knew her. I knew that she had very strong beliefs, but her and I had kind of like agreed to not discuss religion because we didn't share similar beliefs. But one day she was like, "Can I just ask you a few questions?" I'm like, "Sure, no problem with that," because I don't. I think people should be able to talk about things and have interesting dialogues and respect each other, even if they don't agree. And I thought she should be able to do that as well. Especially, we were in grad school together, so we were both going to school to become therapists. And what if her client wanted to talk to her about things and we didn't share the same belief system? You can't judge people, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I found out later that it's true. While she lived here and we were friends, she was Methodist. However, she grew up evangelical. And she still in her heart was. It's just her husband wasn't and wasn't about to become. And one day she just stopped talking to me. She never told me why. Never wanted to have a conversation about it. She didn't answer me my text or whatever. And I know it's because of those few questions that she asked me that day. And I think there was just too much of a gap. To me, my feeling is I'm not going to judge someone as long as you're not hurting yourself or someone else. Faith is, everybody has faith, whether they say they do or not. My grandmother was a sworn atheist her whole life because of the trials and tribulations that she went through her life. But I was there. She died right in front of me, and the woman had faith. Whatever it was in, I don't know, because she would never tell me. But faith is faith. People have it. Who am I to judge what it's in? It's not for me to judge. I don't have the credentials for that. It is, Rod. It's not an easy thing. Exactly. I mean, my whole thing is I do not subscribe to an organized religion. I refuse to do that only I have a very checkered past with several different ideologies that I was forced to participate in my childhood by the adults around me. And I'm not just talking about little things. I'm talking about several big names at the exact same time. Talk about being confused, you know. And then ultimately, while being let down by those adults around me and abused by those adults, I was also ultimately let down by those ideologies as well. And so by the time I was 18 years old, I was so screwed up. I didn't know whether I was coming or going, not only by religion, but by everything. And so I kind of went on my own spiritual journey, you know. And not only that, I minored in religion and philosophy um, in college. So I just kind of see what's going on in the rest of the world. What are these other religions talking about? And it basically boils down. I mean, the basic creation story is the same across all religions. The names and have been changed, type of thing. But that's if you're a creationist. But my thing is, who am I to say anything about anything? I wasn't here all those billions of years ago when the Earth was formed. I'm not. It's all above my pay grade. So all I can do is what I feel is right and good, and hope that other people doing the same thing. So I don't know. I have loved being in here with you guys. This has been awesome. We haven't had a chance to actually really talk like human beings. I mean, we talk like human beings, but I feel more like I talk at you guys than having a dialogue with you guys, which I know is weird. The thing that's hard is, I think in the comments, which is why I hate texting, by the way, I despise texting, is if you never know the intent, it's like you can't read the emotion or the intent of someone's sentence. Oh my, wow, was that said? Was that pissy? Were they being sarcastic? Was that, or was that humor? I have a very sarcastic, dry sense of humor. So sometimes when I'm commenting to you guys back, when I'm writing something back to you guys, I'm saying it sometimes to be funny or in a funny way. This is where Katie and I had some problems in the beginning. I know I've had some problems with other people and I'll rub someone the wrong way. I have that problem with Nightwish fans sometimes because things get lost in translation. I forget that they're using a translation device or whatever, Google Translate, to communicate with me. And they don't realize that I'm kidding. And so then they're like, well, what do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me start this over. So yeah, it's nice to be able to have a discourse because I don't, I wish sometimes it was like a two-way, you know? Exactly, Katie. Exactly. Right. And I tend to, nowadays what I do is like, I'll, I'll like capitalize like the one word that I'm really trying to. I don't yell at people or anything, but I'll write the sentence, and if there's one word that I'm really trying to emphasize, I'll like capitalize that one word, and then I'll continue on, and then I'll capitalize that one word. But the whole thing is even when I'm doing that, if someone's getting under my skin about something, I tend to be a smartass in the way that I get at them. Like, okay, here's a for instance. I don't have a problem with trolls. I can deal with them. If it's just like a one-line troll type of comment. If it's mean and awful, I'll just delete it. If it's something I gained a sub this way. He's actually he's a really good guy, but he wrote something like, I was doing a Pantera song, and it's called Unbroken, or it's called, yeah, it's called Broken. And the recording, the video the person had given to me to use, the link, it was either horrible or the song's horrible, I'm not sure. But at the time, I wasn't that familiar with Pantera, because in the 80s, all these metal bands came out, right? First of all, I was listening to a lot of 70s rock back then. I was listening to Led Zeppelin, The Who, Black Sabbath, AC/DC, The Stones. I mean, that's who I was listening to. Pink Floyd. That's what I was listening to in the 80s, because the 80s music sucked. Then Metallica came out, and I was like, oh my God, this is metal. This rocks. I can get into this Metallica. And then we had all these hair bands who were awful. And then there was this thrash metal movement thing. And I was just like, no, thank you. I have this much better music to listen to. And I threw all these groups into this one category of this thrash metal garbage. And it was Iron Maiden. These are the people I threw in there. Iron Maiden, Pantera, Anthrax, stuff like that. And I'm paying for that now because I've been asked to react to these groups. The first one was Iron Maiden. What a shit show that was. And here's the thing. Most people, if you don't like their group, they'll move on. Or they'll say a couple things, they'll move on. I did Iron Maiden first. And I was given a song, and I didn't like the song. And I said it. I said, actually, what I said was, the drummer is fantastic. The guitarist is out of this world. But the lyrics are garbage, and the lead singer sucks. I think I was a little nicer than that, but that was basically the synopsis. Oh my God. Talk about just hate for pages and pages. That's all I got was hate. And I was like, okay. But there was actually one person who came back and said, look, you should have never started with this song. Try this one. So I said, okay, I'll give it one more try. And I went back and I did that one, and I actually liked it. It was a good song. And I now will react to Iron Maiden. I've done quite a few of their songs. Now, same thing happens with Pantera, right? Who I've thrown in that group. And they give me this song called, the very first song they give me is Broken, right? Same thing. It's a horrible video, and all it is these guys like in a either in a basement or a garage or something. It's a black and white video, and they're all They're all like thrashing, playing the same 3 chords over and over. This was the description I gave it. I'm like, God, if what I wanted to listen to was a band just play the same 3 chords repetitively over and over and over again in speed metal, and listen to the lead singer scream into the microphone the same 3 words repetitively over and over and over again, this was definitely the video for me. I mean, it was just awful. Oh, it was awful. Okay, let's just say Pantera was even less forgiving. But one of the guys came, so I got a troll, and he came in and he was like, and this was months later. Like, I had already gotten past the hate from Pantera. They had given me a second song. I had listened to it, and I was like, wow, I really like this. Pantera is actually pretty good. I think I lost this. I can't read what you're saying. So I'd already gotten to the karma. So I'd actually gotten through. I had gotten through all the hate from Pantera, and I was now doing Pantera songs, and they were actually pretty good. They're not bad. But you always get these scragglers that'll come in a month or 2 later and listen to the original video and never listen to. Like, I get people come in now that do my first Nightwish song and say, wow, this is really good, but you should do this from Nightwish and you should do that from Nightwish. And I'm like, you know what you should do? You should go to my page and click on my Nightwish playlist tab and watch the 50 or so reactions I have there from Nightwish. That's what I mean about the smart ass. I'm being funny, but it comes across as me being a bitch. And I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just trying to be. Or when I get someone who's like, I say something, or if I get something wrong, right, like a fact or something wrong, and so I get corrected in the comments, and then I get corrected again. So 50 comments have now gone through, right? And I've been corrected 50 times. So then the next one comes up, and I'm like, because this happened. This did just happen to me not too long ago. And so the first thing I write is, I just have a question, real quick. Did you bother to read the 50 comments before you, the 50 comments that went before you decided to write the exact same thing that they wrote? Or, and you're just writing this for, posterity's sake? Or are you really this fucking dumb? I mean, or something like that. I mean, they really just, if the same people are writing the same thing 50 times down the line, why would you say, and it's like a paragraph, why would you think I want to sit there and read it, the same thing over and over and over and over and over? It's like, come on. Anyway, so this guy comes in and he says, he doesn't say anything. His only comment is, you're broken. So I started laughing because I was just in that kind of mood. And I said, if I had known, if I'd only known you years ago, I could have saved so much money in therapy, oh wise one. If I had only known. And he came back and said, I came on here to troll you, but that was the best answer I have ever gotten. I just subbed to your channel. And he's awesome. He's an awesome sub. But he originally came on to trash me because of that Pantera song. Anyway, you don't like typing. I don't either. Where am I? You like talking. I know. I gotta get up there. Where are we? Okay. It is hard to punctuate a meeting, especially with sticky keys. Yeah, you say that a lot. What's all over your keys? I've never asked you that on the actual videos, Rod, because I didn't want to put you in that situation. But why are your keys sticky? You do like talking, sorry. That's not true. That's not true. Get her going, she says a lot. Is it sarcasm or a joke? Sarcasm is joking, honey. There's two ways. There's mean sarcasm, and then there's joking sarcasm. And I think you've been brought up where sarcasm has been used in a mean way to either be demeaning or to pick on someone, maybe, or in a mean-spirited way. And that's not, when it's used that way, sarcasm is not, it's not okay to do that. But on the East Coast, where I'm from, in Boston, and in New England, sarcasm is actually a form of humor. It's to be funny. It's not to be mean. But a lot of trolls will come in and try to use sarcasm to be mean. And then I use it right back at them in a funny way, not in a mean way. And they don't know what to do with that. They're like, well, she just went up to me. What am I supposed to do with that? And they generally leave. Are they being completely deadpan serious? Me or the trolls? There you go. I do both a lot. Yeah. Rod does do it both a lot. And when you're deadpan like that, that's also a form of humor. It's called dry humor. That's the kind of humor I like. So I Rod and I get along so well. I do. I believe in karma. Anyway. You've heard these comments before. I'm sure you have. Near word for word. Damn, now you're talking about me. I'm sure I am. You and I have very similar personalities. But with me, I do read before commenting. This is assuming the comment was there before you started the video. What? YouTube mobile is poopy sometimes. Oh, honey, no. When there's like 50 comments there, it would clog up the system. Because a lot of those comments are 11, 12 hours old. Like I do the videos and then I shut the computer down. I don't look at it again until the next day. So you guys have got 12 hours on me. Hey, you might consider what everyone else had said. Have you thought of that? You do everything at the computer. Maybe you need some Lysol white pad things, or like a, that includes food, dropping, spilling coffee. Dude, you gotta take better care of your computer. Just saying. I also have a computer always right next to me. I have several computers actually in the house. But I do have one like this one right here that's always right at my side table by the couch. And this one does get dirtier than the others. And because I use Apples, they're expensive. We're looking at almost $3,000 or more computer. And it's just, you got to take care of them. Oh, with your family, yeah. See, my family, they're passive aggressive. And because of that, I have a real issue with people who are passive aggressive. Everything I have ever done in my life that my mother, in one way or another, has taken issue with, what she has written it to me in a letter. And then once emails were invented, I got emails. Then once Facebook came around, I got Facebook things. And now that I have deactivated my Facebook, she still doesn't talk to me because she has no option to write me on. She would have to talk to me, to actually call me and talk to me. I am the only person in my family who believes that if you do something fucked up to someone, or if something fucked up is happening, you should talk about it. You don't sweep things under the rug, you don't keep secrets, and I am not a confrontational person. I am not someone who goes out and finds confrontation. I don't enjoy confrontation. I don't enjoy drama. I don't go and seek it out. Okay. However, if someone does something wrong to me or screwed up to me or my family or something like that, or says something to me that I think is kind of screwed up, I'm not going to sit there and keep my mouth shut. I will say, well, that was kind of screwed up. That really hurt my feelings. Why would you say something like that? And in my family, that's considered confrontational. And so, where other people in my family are passive aggressive, like my sister and my mother and 90% of the rest of my family, and they do things behind your back or say things or have it so other family members will alienate you for a little while, or they alienate you for a while as a type of punishment for whatever wrongdoing they think you've done. I don't do that. When my mom has done something that's really screwed up, that really hurt me, I'll call her and say, Mom, why would you do that? That was hurtful and it was disrespectful. And I really want to know why you would do something like that to me. My mom doesn't like that. My sister doesn't like that. None of them like that. So I understand where you're coming from, Katie. I understand where the family's tough. You know what I mean? I mean, it's hard to deal with family. And sometimes family can hurt you. And sometimes families are fantastic. But I've been fortunate enough where I've been able to, over the years, choose my family. Because the one that I was given at birth doesn't particularly like me very much and has always treated me as if I was just a dog to be kicked. And unless they wanted something from me. And so I got out of there pretty quick. And for a long time, I still, like a dog, still, at any little glint of hope, went running over to them to get that little pat on the head. If there was any little sign that I would get it. But eventually I just said, I can't go through it. It was too hurtful, too painful. When I would get slapped down again. So I just had to make the decision to walk away and stay away. But I was in the process of doing that. I was able to form my own family of people who love me unconditionally, completely free of judgment, who would do anything for me. And I will do anything for them. And yeah, you just have to make decisions. Used to be really, really bad. Smart, absent, sarcasm, and so on. Now, I didn't used to care much, but I really used me. Then back when it was coming back to me, and it was super great. Yeah, I'm that way. I'm very quick. I'm very quick-witted. I have comebacks like that for days. And I know what you're saying, Rod. Is that and there was a time in my life when I wasn't a nice person. Um, in my heart, I was a nice person. What I was I was a very hurt, very angry little girl, very scared little girl, in my adolescence. But what I projected on the outside was a very mean, a very angry person who didn't give a shit about anyone else, and I could slice somebody up with my words. I was good at it. I had the best. I was trained by the best. My mother was very good at it as well. So was my grandmother. I think it's something you have to be careful of. I realize as I get older that I have to be more conscious of it as people come at me on here. Because you tend to, as you get older, you've weeded everybody away, right? So you've gotten rid of all the negative people in your life. That's one of the things you do as you get older. That's one of the things you learn is to get rid of the negativity around you. And because you don't need the stress. And so I had done that. But then you introduce something like YouTube into your life and you open yourself up to criticism, and boy, do you get criticism. And you have to learn at that point not to fall back on your temper, because I have a wicked temper and I could handle my temper in one or two ways. I have this like seething temper. I mean, I'm Sicilian because it's, but it's quick. It's a flash like that, and then it's gone. It's done. It's gone. The problem is I have to think in that flash, what am I going to do with it? That's what I've learned over these years, because it used to be in that flash I could do so much damage, and now it's just not. It's not worth it. I just get up and I walk away. You know, I might just slap the computer down and not do another reaction for the rest of the day. But, you know, you just pick and choose your battles. It is their loss, Sonny. Yeah, I know, honey. I know, Rod. I know it was a correction. No. Exactly. Well, you have to, right? I mean, here's the deal. I mean, I do. I have a very bad temper, and I had to learn to temper my temper as I got older. That's one of the things you learn how to do as you mature, right? I mean, my first marriage, I went through my first set of dishes in probably the first couple months we were married because they all got thrown and or smashed, or they went from the dish rack onto the floor, smashed. I mean, you you but you have to learn to control it, right? I remember having a conversation with my son, my oldest son. He's the one, you know, they always say, yeah, you're gonna have a kid just like you, and yeah, that's him. He's me. He also has my temper. Both my kids have tempers, but my oldest son has my temper, which is that quick flash temper, you know, that we get. And he, I remember talking to him when he was in his 20s, and he and his girlfriend were having a lot of troubles. And I said, look, you need to calm it down. You're, yes, you're not the 16-year-old that was getting into my face or anybody's face and punching holes in the bedroom wall anymore. But you now cannot be the 23-year-old that is, you know, punching inanimate objects, breaking your fingers because you don't want to hit her as she's throwing cans of tomato soup at your head. You know, and I said, trust me, the next step is in your 30s, you're going to learn that, you know, this, that, and the other. I said, as you get older, there are different steps in different ages that you learn where the temper goes. You know, never goes away. You just learn different ways to use it or to allow it to dissipate or allow it, you know, it's all energy. Use it in different ways, you know. And sometimes it's appropriate to address it. I mean, you always have to address it, but um, I think especially for him. I mean, we're talking about a kid that was almost 6'4". Well, was almost 6'4", and played defensive lineman for a very long time. He was a very big man. I mean, he still is a big man. So that's a little more scary than, you know, a woman who's almost 5'10", you know, whatever. Her, yeah, that's not a good way to do it, though, Katie. That's how you get heart attacks and um, ulcers and high blood pressure, all kinds of things. And you never bottle, it never stays bottled up, trust me. Right, exactly. Right. Here. Right. Yeah, not need too much anymore. I've seen too much, done too much at this point. Well, are you asking me or are you asking Rod? Sorry. Well, it's hard, of course, Rod. I mean, I have PTSD, survivor's guilt. It runs the gamut. Oh, me. I'm married twice. Why, Herbert? Yeah. It's okay. Um, yeah, I mean, can't go to things we've gone through and not have them, not have it, you know. Herbert, why do you want to know? Um, why PTSD actually is there's different types. Combat PTSD is actually a totally different animal than any of the other types, or or PTSD in general, because it causes a chemical change in the brain, and people weren't on top of that in the beginning, and so that's we're getting misdiagnosed and treated every single day. Still, it's still happening, actually. Um, please don't get me started on how they are they're just getting diagnosed and mistreated as far as combat PTSD. But it is now gradually getting better. I don't even know you, Herbert. Are you subbed to my channel? I don't recognize your name. Oh, wait a minute. I do recognize your name. I think I asked you if you were related to or own part of the Patriots. Right? Didn't I ask you that once? Never saw this side, just music reviews. Gotcha. But did I ask you once if you own part of the Patriots or you're related to Robert Kraft? I'm wondering why you're asking me personal questions. Yes, I did ask you that. I thought so. Most people don't just hop on here and start asking me personal questions. I think it's kind of impolite, actually. To be honest, because you wouldn't ask somebody that you knew in person Even if you're on a first date with somebody, you wouldn't ask them questions like that. So why do you feel you can ask me questions like that when we don't even know each other? Think about that for a minute. But yes, I do have children. Yes, I have been married. And I've said that in my reviews. So that's public knowledge. You're going to leave? Okay. Oh. Oh, your job, you mean? I gotcha. No, I understand what you're saying. I gotcha. I understand. No, I understand. I gotcha. Not a friendly environment. I understand. Yeah, I was just gonna call it a night anyway. It is, what is it? Damn, it's 11:45, guys. I'm normally up in 3 hours. So normally when I start my day is at 3 o'clock right around 3 o'clock in the morning. So this was supposed to end at 10 o'clock, and it's now almost 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to say goodnight. No, I know where it came from. Yeah, well, we had some technical difficulties there for a minute, for about the first 45 minutes. Well, actually, the first like 20 minutes was fine, and then I don't know what the hell happened. And anyway, but have a good night. Are you still in here, Katie? Good night, sweetie. Yeah, we talked about a lot of cool stuff. Sunny, good night, sweetie. It's funny, it's like there's more people in here right now than there have been for most of the night. And it's right about the time I'm getting ready to go. That's funny. These are all the people they either just got home from their dates didn't go well, they found out they weren't getting laid. I'm sorry, guys, I'm fucking with you. And they're like, shit, I didn't get laid. She made me pay the bill anyway. She wouldn't go halvesies on she wouldn't go Dutch on the bill. And I didn't get laid. Let me check out and see what's on YouTube. I don't know. There's this crazy bitch talking to some people here. So let's see what's going on. Ah, fuck you, and she's leaving me. I'm sorry. I'm only saying that because none of them said a word. There's only been like 3 people here talking like this whole time. 7 people in here. So I don't know. Oh my God. George. Big G. Big G. Ghost's new. You're saying George's new name is Big G? Sonny. The Big G. I don't think anyone's ever given my ghost a name yet. before. Even my daughter was scared shitless of him, and he's completely harmless. I mean, he moves stuff around. He fluctuates the light, and he'll move stuff. I hear footsteps upstairs. Like, I'm on the ground. It's a 3-story. Damn. Slow the fuck down. It's a residential neighborhood. Motorcycle. It's cold, too. I bet he's freezing his ass off. I don't know what the temperature is where you guys are, but it's been freezing here all week. Like right now, where's Alexa? I mean, like Alexa there, but Alexa, what's the temperature? Oh, she can hear me. Alexa, what's the temperature? Fuck, I must have turned her down. I moved her into the office. When I moved into the office, I used to have her right here. She's talking to me. I just can't hear her. And I don't trust Suri. Suri never knows a fucking thing. He's always like, I found this on the internet. I'm like, I don't want to know that. Tell me my friggin' thing. I don't think the TV Alexa knows. I think it's just the regular Alexa. Let me try. Suri, what's the temperature for Adams, New York?
It's currently 73 degrees in New York.
See what I mean? You can't tell you where you fucking... And I just told you where I live. So none of you 7 crazy people come and try to hunt me down. He says New York. Like, New York is like one small place. He's probably talking about New York City. It is not 73 degrees. It's closer to 30. Because that is straight ass bullshit. It is not 73. Hi, baby. Where are you going? No, don't give me that look of death. All right. Wait. Thank you, Rod. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Quit it. Now I have nightmares. 67 where you are. You see? Now Mr. asking me all these weird personal questions I know lives in the same friggin' state I live in, and he knows what town I live in. Herbert, I just want to let you know I'm licensed to carry a concealed weapon, and I do own it, and it is in my home. and it is within reach where I sleep every night. Just to let you know that. I was in law enforcement for 22 years. I'm not fucking around either. I swear to God, Sonny, I'm going to take that wrench and beat your little Swamp Fox logo. God. I lost both lower legs. Oh my god. Oh, Herbert, dude, why do you say things? Now I feel like an asshole. See what I mean? I try to joke around. I say something like that. Now I feel like an asshole. Fuck. You know what? Herbert. Herb. What do they call you? Herb? Bert? Kraft? That's what people call you. What is the shortened form of Herbert? Herb? That was kind of a fucked up way to say that. I'm not going to blame you, but I'm blaming you. I'm giving you 50% of the blame on that kind of setup. Herbie? Like Herbie the Love Bug? Seriously, dude? That's your nickname? You're laughing because I feel like an asshole? Thank you, Rod. Fucker. Herbert, if you don't talk to me and actually talk to me, I'm just gonna. This is it. I won't feel like an asshole. I mean, it's not like I don't know a lot of people who have lost their legs. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Yep. Not now at 62. Okay. Well, they don't call you Herbie anymore at 62, or they don't call you Herbie for Herbie the Love Bug. No, I'm gonna show it. Let me see. Oh, the Siri. Next. Oh, yeah. Fuck Siri. Because Siri, you actually have to. I did not fucking do that. Stop fucking with my ghost. Sonny, I swear to Christ. I literally did not. I had it on the weather. How did it get on the Beatles #1 hit list? I don't even know what that is. I mean, I own Beatles albums. I don't own any hit list shit. Sonny, if you don't stop fucking with my ghost woman, we are not going to talk again. That's all I got to say about that. Okay. Okay. Where do we go with this? Oh, Herb. I understand that. Now that you're an old fart, do you have any idea how old the people are that we're talking about here? I mean, besides poor little Katie, who's 26, I think everybody else in here, well, I don't know. We're all, actually, I don't know how old you are, Rod. But Sonny, you're what? You're older than me, but not by much. I may be, well, I'm in my 40s, but Rod's 52. Poor little Katie at 26. I think we're all old enough to be Katie's mom or dad. And so you are not old. You're not old. This is the old folks. Maybe I should have left the Beatles on. Maybe George was trying to tell you something. Maybe he was trying to tell you something, Sonny. Maybe he wanted to dance with you. Or maybe he wanted some strawberry fields. I don't even know how that happened. That was so weird. You read what wrong? You said max headroom. What was I was so confused. Oh, okay. Jakey, 4,000. No online dating. No online dating. Or I will throw Donald Trump at you. He's a good dog. Who the fuck are you? And who's dating? There's no. Yuck. And dude. Do you realize that little picture makes you look like Hitler? Just let you know. Could you pick up Trump? I mean, he's looking kind of hefty these days. How much would you say Trump weighs right about now? Oh, what'd you say? I don't know. Oh, you guys say? When your phone went off on MH, oh, it went off on Strawberry Fields from the Beatles. I know. I know what you're saying, though. Yeah. I'm a relic like Big G. I swear to God. Mention him one more time. See? Unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. What?